I don't think people realize just how much power they hold in their relationships. We often think that how we're treated is something that just happens to us, a matter of luck or finding the right person. But what if I told you that you are the primary architect of how your partner treats you? We've all been there, feeling unseen, unheard, or unappreciated, wondering why our partner doesn't seem to get what we need. We might drop hints, give the silent treatment, or get into explosive fights, all in a desperate attempt to be treated better. But these methods rarely work. They create more distance, not more connection. The secret isn't in changing your partner. It's in changing the dynamic. It's about understanding that you set the standard for how you are to be loved. This isn't about being demanding, controlling, or high maintenance. It's the complete opposite. It's about cultivating a deep and unwavering sense of your own worth. It's about building a foundation of self-respect so solid that any treatment less than what you deserve simply can't find a foothold. Think of your relationship like a house you're building together. You wouldn't start building on a shaky, uneven patch of ground, would you? No, you'd build a strong, level foundation first. That foundation is your self-worth. And the blueprints, those are your needs and boundaries communicated clearly. Without them, you're just guessing, and the structure you build will be unstable. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about authenticity and courage. It's about creating a relationship where both people feel respected, valued, and safe. So if you're ready to stop wishing for a better relationship and start building one, here's what actually works. First up, and this is the cornerstone, you must be crystal clear about your needs. We have this romantic but ultimately damaging fantasy that our partner should just what we need, that if they truly loved us, they'd be able to read our minds. But your partner is not a psychic. They are navigating their own world with their own thoughts, fears, and needs. Expecting them to guess yours is a recipe for disappointment and resentment. It's an unfair test that you are setting them up to fail. The responsibility for identifying and communicating your needs rests with you. So, how do you get clear? You have to get quiet and listen to yourself. What truly makes you feel loved and secure? Is it words of affirmation? Do you need to hear "I love you" and "I'm proud of you"? Is it quality time? Do you need dedicated, phone-free time to connect? Is it acts of service, physical touch, or receiving thoughtful gifts? Understanding your love language is a great start, but go deeper. What are your non-negotiable emotional needs? Respect, trust, honesty, emotional support. Write them down. Make them real. Once you know your needs, you have to communicate them. The key is to do it from a place of collaboration, not accusation. Use the I statement formula. It's a game changer. It sounds like this: I feel your emotion when a specific behavior happens because the impact it has on you. What I would need is a clear, positive request. Let's take a real life example. Let's say your partner often makes plans with friends without checking with you first, leaving you feeling like an afterthought. The accusatory way is, "You never think about me. You're so selfish." This immediately puts them on the defensive. The constructive way is, "I feel hurt and unimportant when plans are made without a quick chat first, because it makes me feel like I'm not a priority in your life. I would really love it if we could just check in with each other before committing to things. It would make me feel like we're a team." See the difference? You're not attacking their character, you're explaining your emotional reality and offering a clear, actionable solution. Next, you must set and maintain firm boundaries. If needs are what you require to feel good, boundaries are what you put in place to prevent what makes you feel bad. Boundaries are the rules of engagement for your life. They are the invisible property line that tells others where you end and they begin, and they are essential for your emotional and mental well-being. A lack of boundaries is why we feel taken for granted, disrespected, or emotionally drained. It's the yes you say when you mean no. It's allowing your partner to speak to you in a disrespectful tone. It's letting them go through your phone. It's accepting behavior that fundamentally doesn't feel right in your gut. Sticking to your boundaries is how you teach people to respect you. A boundary that isn't enforced is just a suggestion. So how do you enforce a boundary? It's about communicating a consequence. This isn't a threat or a punishment. It's a statement of what you will do to protect yourself if the boundary is crossed. For example, I feel disrespected when you raise your voice at me. If this conversation continues with yelling, I'm going to step into the other room until we can both speak calmly. And then, if the yelling continues, you must calmly get up and leave the room. You are teaching them that the only way to continue the conversation is with respect. Another example, I love you, but I'm not willing to be in a relationship where I'm subjected to name calling. It's a firm boundary for me. If it happens, you address it immediately. We just talked about this. That's not okay. If it becomes a pattern, the consequence might be more significant, like suggesting couples counseling or even re-evaluating the relationship itself. This is you standing up for you. Tip 3, show appreciation but expect it in return. This is about creating a positive feedback loop. Relationships thrive on reciprocity. When you actively notice and appreciate the good things your partner does, you are reinforcing that behavior. You're showing them what you value, and be specific. A generic thanks is fine, but it doesn't have the same impact as thank you so much for taking out the trash this morning. I know it's a small thing, but it really helps my morning feel less chaotic, and I appreciate you thinking of it. This tells them not just you're grateful, but you're appreciating their effort and their consideration. When you value their efforts, they're far more likely to mirror that energy and start noticing and appreciating all that you do. But here's the crucial second half of that tip. Expect it in return. Appreciation cannot be a one-way street. If you find that you are constantly pouring out gratitude and validation and your own cup is left empty, that's an imbalance that needs to be addressed. This is where you circle back to communicating your needs. I love telling you how much I appreciate you. It's also really important for me to feel appreciated in return. It would mean a lot to me if you could sometimes acknowledge the things I do for us, too. A healthy partner will hear this and want to step up. Number 4 is a big one. Do not put up with bad behavior, no matter how small. I call this the broken window theory of relationships. In criminology, the theory suggests that visible signs of minor crime, like a single broken window, create an environment that encourages more serious crime. The same is true in relationships. If you let the small things slide, the sarcastic comment disguised as a joke, the constant interrupting, the promises that are quietly broken, the dismissive eye roll, you are silently co-signing that behavior. You are sending a message that says, this is acceptable. My feelings don't matter that much. You can get away with this. And those small moments of disrespect erode the foundation of the relationship, making way for bigger betrayals of trust and respect down the line. So you must address it early, calmly, and directly. When your partner makes that passive-aggressive jab, don't just let it hang in the air. Say, ouch, what did you mean by that? Or, I don't find that funny. It actually feels a bit hurtful. This isn't about starting a fight. It's about holding up a mirror to the behavior in real time. It's about maintaining the standard of respect you've set. A person who respects you will apologize and adjust. A person who doesn't will get defensive and dismiss your feelings. And that right there is valuable information for you. Finally, and this is the principle that underpins everything else, you teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. This is the ultimate truth. Your relationship with yourself is the blueprint for every other relationship you have. When you treat yourself with kindness, respect, and compassion, you project an undeniable aura of value. When you honor your own time and energy by not overextending yourself for others, you show that your time is valuable. When you invest in your own hobbies, friendships, and goals, you demonstrate that you are a whole person, not just one half of a couple. When you speak to yourself with encouragement instead of criticism, you refuse to tolerate harsh words from anyone else. Self-care isn't just bubble baths and face masks. It's setting boundaries. It's saying no. It's forgiving yourself for mistakes. It's pursuing a passion. It's choosing nutritious food because your body deserves fuel. It's getting enough sleep because your mind deserves rest. Every act of self-respect is a lesson to the world and especially to your partner on the proper care and handling of you. And this leads to the most courageous act of self-love. being willing to walk away if you're not getting the love and respect you deserve. This isn't a threat you wield in an argument. It's a quiet, solemn promise you make to yourself. It's knowing that your peace is more precious than a partnership that costs you your self-esteem. Having the courage to be happy alone is the single greatest source of power you can have in a relationship. Because when you're not afraid of leaving, you're free to choose to stay every day, based on whether the relationship is truly serving you both. So, do you want to be treated right? Stop looking outward for the solution. The change begins within. It starts with you. Build your foundation of self-worth. Get clear on your needs and learn to communicate them with kindness. Set firm, respectful boundaries. Address disrespect when it's small, appreciate the good, and expect that appreciation in return. And above all, treat yourself with the same love and respect you hope to receive from others. You set the tone, you provide the manual, and then you watch the change. The right partner will rise to meet your standard, and if they don't, you'll have the strength to choose yourself, because this is your life, your heart, your relationship, your rules.